Hello and welcome back to another episode Vibe High Fridays with Irina. And I'm super grateful and happy to see each one of you, whether you're tuning in live or you're going to watch the replay. I promise this episode is wonderful, it's amazing, and you're really going to hear the messages that you meant to hear right here, right now. And again, if you are tuning in for the first time and we haven't seen each other before, my name is Irina Portnova, and I'm the founder of Life Palette Coaching Company. And I teach people how to manifest consciously because, again, manifestation is bringing our thoughts into our reality. And we do it all the time. We are manifesting every moment of our life. But a lot of people, I would say 98% of people do it unconsciously. They just allow the life to happen to them. And I teach people how to do it consciously with ease and grace and joy. And that's exactly what my gift is. And I'm here to share this with you. And that's why I create these mini trainings that happen every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today, let's dive into the topic of the inner guidance. What is that inner GPS system? Actually, we all have it. We all have this system. And this is that inner voice. This is when we have that nudge, when we feel that something is off or something is good for us to act on. Sometimes you can, for instance, watch the news, the forecast, and it shows that it's going to be a sunny weather. But for some reason, unconsciously, your hand just grabs the umbrella. That's exactly your intuition. So you take that umbrella, you go to work, and in the middle of the day, it starts pouring. Again, what is it? It's your intuition just guided you, right? So this is the inner knowing. This is your quiet nudge steering you towards any decision that you are making in life. And the more we understand how to tap into that inner guidance, the more we start seeing the signs and the more we become confident. Why sometimes people ignore the intuition? Because we tend to overthink and second guessing ourselves. Sometimes we have that fear of making the wrong decision. It could be also external pressure. And the most important is the lack of trust in ourselves. And when we talk about the intuition, obviously it's not going to work 100% all the time. We have to train that brain muscle the same way as we would train our body. But I invite you just to stay open, stay tuned, and see where it's going to take you because life is all about exploration and the experiment. The more you experiment, the more you can tune in and really start seeing some things that you haven't seen before. Why does it matter for us to tap into the intuition? Because it helps us to make the right decisions in our life. It also helps us to reduce the stress and indecisiveness. And it allows us to guide towards opportunities that we might miss if we are not really listening to that GPS. And also, our intuition protects us from the situation that is not for our best interest. And let me share the client story. I had the client who was meeting with me for the consult, and she was debating whether she would invest in a significant amount of money in the personal development program because she actually wanted to grow her business. And while the program that I explained to her seemed expensive and stretched for her budget, she felt a strong inner pull that it was the right next step. Her logical mind was filled with doubts as we are all operating from our logic majority of the time. So she was asking herself, what if it doesn't work? What if I'm just wasting the money? But when she turned into her body and into her inner guidance, she noticed the feeling of excitement and expansion. And after she weighted her options and listened to her inner GPS, Lisa took the leap and invested in herself. And as we were working with her, within the months, she not only gained valuable knowledge, but also built connections that led to new clients and new collaborations. Her confidence grew and her income increased beyond what she initially spent. Her story is a powerful reminder that investing in ourselves, when guided by the intuition, can open doors to growth, abundance, and unexpected opportunities. Why am I sharing this with you? Because a lot of times we want something, but we are so scared to make the decision. And once we have these tools, how to connect with our intuition, how to listen to our intuition in order to make the right choices, we start really understanding if that choice is for us or not. And I would love to share a couple of tools. How do we connect with our intuition? Again, just be patient, test, see what resonates with you. And the more you practice, the better you become at it. One of the tool is intuitive journaling. For instance, if you have a question and if you are seeking the answer for that question, write down that question on the journal, on the paper, and then let your pen flow without thinking too hard. Your first thoughts are often your truest. For instance, what do I truly have to know right now? Or what choice feels most aligned with my values? Whatever it is, it's just the quality of the question that we are asking is going to determine the quality of the answer that we are receiving. Another tool that I would love to share is it's called body awareness check. And for that, what we are doing, we're just going to use our body as the communicator. If we ask the question, for instance, would it be a good choice for me to take that career path? And if we feel the tightness when we experience something that really says it's not our choice, then we know it's not our choice. But if we feel that warmth, that expansion, we feel that this is really exciting for us, then we would take that choice and make that decision. So for you to experiment and see where it's going to take you, because once you tune into your body is going to give you the answers. Also start paying attention at synchronicities. And if you haven't watched that episode, that's episode number 3 in Vibe High trainings. It's all about the synchronicities. Synchronicities is something when we are receiving the signs. They could be coming in the form of the repeating numbers or hearing a song with the message or someone randomly mentioning something you were thinking about. Just remember, the more you practice, the more you tune in. And for me, what really works, I just download the ideas, because remember, we each time receive the ideas, but a lot of times we do not even pay attention. But ideas is the first currency from the universe. We can receive $1 idea, or we can receive $1 million idea. But the idea itself is not good if we are not doing anything about it. For me, the best time to tune in is when I'm taking a shower, because the connection with the water, remember, water also has the memory. The more you connect with the water, the more you start tuning in into your intuition. And during that moment, I always receive the download, whether to run the special event on Zoom or start collaborating with something. And the key is, I'm not just putting that idea to the side. I actually act on that idea. Do not be afraid to experiment. Do not be afraid of the failure, because somebody who doesn't fail is the person who never tries. And we never want to be in that situation, because after all, life is the game. And we learn how to play it more fun and with more excitement. So trust yourself, trust your intuition, and start recognizing your inner GPS, because once you do that, it's going to build the trust for you to start with small decisions, start with something that you actually easy to tune in. For instance, what kind of food I want to take or what kind of route I'm traveling. And when you tap into that guidance, when you take that decision, celebrate yourself. Celebrate for taking that leap of faith and just following your intuition. And also, don't forget to reflect on times you didn't listen and what you actually learned. What was the outcome when you did not listen to that still small voice that we all have connection to? Again, I invite you to explore. I invite you to experiment, because once you tap to that inner GPS, it's going significantly help you to make the decisions in your career. For instance, have you ever been offered something that looked great on paper but just felt off? Or in your relationship, sometimes you know when someone's not good for you, even if you can't explain why. Or noticing the opportunities. That random urge that you have to call somebody out of the blue or attend the event can actually open the doors of possibilities for you. So, on that note, I invite you to continue experimenting. Pick one decision, play with that, and see where it's going to take you. Use the tools, see which ones you like. And if you really want to understand yourself better and to know exactly how does your inner GPS work in life, come to the workshop, Meet and Greet Your True Self. There is a link. Click on the link and let's meet together. Let's explore and let's understand how that inner guidance can really make the leaps in our life and create the beautiful life that we all meant to live. That's it for me for today. And in the comment section, I would love to know what is your experience with the intuition. If this is something that you tried and it worked for you, how did it work for you? What did you notice? Or maybe you feel frustrated, just let me know in the comments, and I would be happy to assist you and guide you on that process. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Keep learning, keep discovering, and keep growing every day. Love you lots, and see you on the next episode.